Hi everybody, welcome back to Regina's World. All right, you know what time it is? It's Story Time Monday, and I got a good one today. This is all about what? Oral sex. For whatever reason, my story times that have something to do with sex get the most views. Y'all are some nasty people out there who likes sex and like to hear story about sex. So here's another one for you. Okay, and this one's all about oral sex. Giving it, receiving it, you know. I'm finna get gutted with it, okay? So if you want to hear my story time, the first time I gave it, do I like it? I'm gonna answer every question that you can think of. I'm gonna answer it in this story time, okay? So we're just gonna have a chat. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about different things in it, like the big O, what it feels like, the difference in the big O. We're gonna have a discussion here in this one. So sit back. I'm gonna try not to make it too long, but it's gonna be very detailed, okay? So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel, because you guys watch me, but you gotta hit the subscribe button. Help this family grow. We're in this together, people. We're in this together, okay? If you're interested into hearing this story time, please watch it to the end, and then hit the subscribe button. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, so for most people know, I am 36 years old, so of course I've been having sex for a very long time, and I've been having sex since I was 16, 17. I probably had my oral sex getting done when I was closer to probably to 18, but I started having sex when I was 16, right? So I have a lot of experience when it comes into, having sex and oral sex and all things like that. So over the years, I figured out what it is I like when it comes to oral sex and what I don't like. And what I don't like is people wasting my time. So I don't allow a lot of people to do it on me. So let's say if I sleep with 10 people, not saying that I did, but let's just say if I did sleep with 10 people, it's not going to be all 10 people is going to give me oral sex, because I will give them an opportunity to like show me if they can do oral sex. But in that time of them, like, playing around down there, if they can't do it, then I won't request it. Only because I just don't have the time to teach every single man I done slept with in my lifetime how to give oral sex. That's not my job unless I am your woman, to teach you how to please me. If I am not your woman, I can care less about really how you give oral sex, because you're not my issue, you're not my problem. So you have to go home to the person who is not telling you how to eat or cooch, okay? So if I can tell by the first 5 minutes of them going down on me that they're not going to be good, trust me, I'm not going to ask them to do it. I'm not going to request it. I'm not going to be like, baby, give me oral. I'm never going to do it, because what's the point? Literally. So the first time I ever had oral sex was with my ex-boyfriend years ago. My first boyfriend, actually, choreographed. And I'm not going to put his picture here because it's really nothing to really talk about. But my ex-boyfriend, choreographed, was my first real boyfriend in high school. And he gave me oral sex for the first time. And it was a whole nother feeling. I didn't have an orgasm or anything, but it was just a whole nother feeling, because I was just used to having sex with him. Now, I was getting, over time, I started getting oral sex from many different, people that I was fucking with as I grew up. My teen years and my adult years. But who's the best? So I have plateaued to who's the best person who's ever given me oral sex, and that is who I'm married to. And that is no questions about that. Let me open this. It's a little hot. There's no questions about that, and I'm going to tell you why. My husband is a master when it comes to oral sex, right? A master. Like some men have to be taught how to do, and some men have never been taught, and that is very, very sad. that some men has never been taught how to actually give oral sex properly. Properly. I had a boyfriend. His name is Andre Jesse. That was my actual last real boyfriend. He didn't know how to do oral sex either, but he thought he did. But him being in a relationship with me, I had to really teach him how to do oral sex. And you have to have a willing participant who his ego is going to be bruised at the beginning when you tell him you suck at this. His ego is going to be bruised. But if you have a willing participant who's like, you know what, if I'm bad, teach me how to do it. My ex-boyfriend was that person. He was willing to be taught. And when I tell you he was a student and who became a master, his girlfriend needs to thank me because now she has something special. So let me tell you, what I did with my ex-boyfriend is this. I did not let him go down on me. I bought him first a big bag of popsicles. This is what I did, a bag of suckers. I said, what I need you to do is I need you to get these right here, like strong. That motion right there. I need you to know how to do that for a long period of time. I need you to suck on this popsicle until it's gone. He did this for like a week. I was like, don't touch me. You're not ready yet. I need to see these jaws muscles starting to work. When I see that, then I let you like suck on my fingers and stuff. Let me see the pressure. Can you hold the pressure right? Then we moved on to, okay, maybe 3 days into it, he was like, well, let me practice on you. I'm never going to get good if you don't let me practice. So I said, okay, so I let him practice. So now I'm verbalized, okay, move to the left, or move to the right, or back up a little bit, too much, or be a little bit more gentle. Because men forget that we're just as sensitive down there as their dicks are, or their penises are. We're just as sensitive, so we're not chew toys. So don't use your teeth. There's no reason at all for any man to be at the hole. I do not like fingers in my vagina. In no circumstance. I don't like it because I'm very sensitive down there. I'm more sensitive than the average woman down there. I don't know why, but I am. You put your fingers in my vagina, tomorrow I'm going to wake up with a yeast infection or a bacteria infection or something. Anything will throw off my pH, and here I am again. I got to go back to the doctor to get some freaking antibiotics for something. It's very annoying to be me sometimes in my vagina. It always have issues. So I try to avoid anything that's actually that I know that's going to set me off. Somebody's fingers getting shoved up my cooch. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Unless we actually are like that, you know your woman like that, and she actually likes that. Other than that, there's really no reason for you to be at the hole. Don't stick your fingers up there. Don't put your tongue up there. It does nothing. It does nothing for us under no circumstance. It doesn't arouse us. It doesn't do anything. The purpose of oral sex is for you to be at the clitoris. That's it. For you to be at the clitoris, my friends, my men friends out there who's going to see the video. That little thing that's flip up the hood is going to be a little thing up there. The clitoris. That's where you need to stay. That's where you need to lick. That's where you need to suck. And it's just like you guys have that little flap of skin right between the penis and the anus, which is the gooch, which will be my next video that I'm going to put out right after this. Women have that too with the lips, the labia lips. That's where you need to stay. Do not go to the hole. Stay at the clit and the lips. Because you lick the lips is very sensitive, like your gooch. And then it blows our mind. Trust me when I tell you, that's the only thing that you need to lick. The lips and the clits. Okay? So, when I tell you my baby daddy has mastered the art of oral sex, I mean that thing. He's mastered it. He's been doing it for so long. He's been doing it for so many years to me, number one. I don't need to really tell him other than just like, 2 months sometime, or because when he start getting into it, because he likes eating vagina, like he just really does. I'm like, so when he just really get into it, he grabs your legs and he's just munching away, which is lovely. But sometimes it's, it's a little bit too much. So I gotta back him up just a little bit. Just once I do one of these, then he knows. Oh, let me ease up, and then he start kind of like nibbling just a little bit, like. And it drives me crazy. He be having me running all through the room. Like, it's wonderful when a man knows how to actually do it. And then another thing, men out there, it's if you want a girl to give you oral sex, and you know it's not going to be a butt bam bam quick ma'am unless you just come fast. Even with oral sex, it takes about 15-20 minutes sometimes for us to get you guys to nut. You can just imagine how long you need to be down there for us to nut. About the same amount of time, or at least double, sometimes a half an hour. You got to be willing to go the distance, my friend. You got to be willing to go the distance. If you're not doing it right, you need to, lift up and be like, babe, give me some directions. Tell me what to do. Am I doing it right? Talk to me. Because the one thing women don't do, and I blame women, is not opening their mouths and saying it doesn't feel good. So we think about it in our head. Oh, I could be doing this. I could be doing that. Oh, he's trash. But if we actually told him, oh, babe, let me tell you how to do this. Oh, move to the side. Oh, softer. Oh, harder. Oh, if we actually told them, do you know how much better they would be when it comes to oral sex? I have trained my husband because it's been so long. I've trained him how to do it right. I don't need to teach that man. When he gets down there, he knows what the hell he's doing. I just need to open my legs and let him, enjoy his salad, his food. You know what I mean? Nourish yourself on what God has given you. And that is a vagina. Eat, feast, and enjoy. So that's all I'm saying when it comes to that. And I feel real bad for women who, for those who like had something traumatic happen to them, or, and they don't like being men going down there and giving them oral sex. I understand. But for women who has never had anything tragic done to them, and they just are afraid, or they're not comfortable, or whatever, I feel bad for you, because you don't know what it's actually like to have an orgasm. Like what is it to never have one, period, to be having sex and never have an orgasm? That is horrible. Like, to not have an orgasm during sex, to not have an orgasm during oral sex, the only time you have an orgasm if you use a toy or play with yourself. You don't know what it's like to have an orgasm with oral sex. That is awful. That's awful, because that is probably one of the best orgasms you could have, people. It's the best orgasm you can have. When I'm telling you, when I'm having an orgasm when my baby father is giving me oral sex. And trust me, I don't need it all the time. Like tonight, I'm definitely going to get it tonight, because tonight's play night, and when he get off work, it's going to be a whole nother situation going on tonight. So I'm definitely going to have one tonight, because he's definitely going to be eating the groceries, eating the vagina, eating everything tonight. That's just one of those kind of nights. But I feel bad, because some women are very uncomfortable with their bodies and being in that situation. I'm not that. When it comes to sex, I don't give a fuck about no rolls. I don't give a fuck about no nothing, no saggy boobs, no hanging ass. I don't give a fuck. You want to fuck me, so let's fuck, okay? Forget all the insecurities. Let's throw all of them insecurities out of the window. You want your dick? You want your penis sucked? I want my cooch sucked. That's it. I don't need it every day, because it's just not something I need every day. But when I do need it, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to literally call my husband in the room and be like, come eat some food. And he's going to come right in here, and he'll be like, I'll be in there after I smoke this blunt, or when I get done, whatever it is he's doing. Once I get done, I'll be in there, give me like 10 minutes, and then, have your whatever off legs open. I'm going to come in here and eat my buffet. Simple. Easy. You dig? I get mine off, and then I roll over, and I probably fall asleep, honey. Sometimes it's not even about the sex. I don't need the sex. Sometimes I just want to have a big, good O, and I'm good. Oral sex O's it's amazing, ladies. It's amazing. If you never had one, just allow yourself the freedom to just lay back and have one. Like, don't be thinking about it. Don't be scared. Don't be like, oh my God, what if he smells something or whatever? Fuck all that, okay? Because trust me, they ain't all that, they don't smell all that great sometimes when we go down there. We smell their ass and their balls and shit. We don't complain. We get the job done and move the fuck on. Hey, sniff the shit, smell a little tart, make sure she wash up a little bit, and get down there and eat your buffet. If it's your girl, especially if it's your girl. Look, get over it, okay? She'll go to the doctor. She'll get some antibiotics. You'll fuck her again tomorrow. Shut the fuck up. We grown in this. We grown, okay? And so, but I'm telling you, and when you're having an orgasm with oral sex, it is like it's like from the head all the way down to the toes. It's like a build up from an intense pressure, and then when you get to the promised land, it just explodes on that edge. How can you not want that? And when I hear a girl say, "I've never had an orgasm with oral sex," or "I've never had an orgasm, period, but I've never had an orgasm with oral sex," what? I'm not comfortable. What are you talking about? How old are we? We're in our 30s and you talking about you ain't never had one. I be like, bitch, I will give you one. You want me to give you one? There's not a woman on this planet who should die and say, I've never had an orgasm. In any kind of capacity other than manual. We all give ourselves, masturbate all the time. There's not a woman on this planet who should say that. That's not okay. I'd be like, you want me to give you one? Because I'll give you one. Let's just end this right now. Okay? And then you're never gonna go back after that because you're gonna want that feeling. Honey, it's okay to like oral sex. And I like giving oral sex too. Like I do. Depends on the guy, right? Because that's not something that I'm gonna do on a regular. Like that's not something that I want to do all the time. It has to be something that I have to like you, first of all, to do it. Or sometimes I just want to do it, but I gotta like you to want to do it. Because if I don't like you, what the fuck? I'll put your shit away. I don't want to see that motherfucker. I have no interest in what you got going on. Like none. Put it away. That's just how I feel. Put it away. I'm like, so I have to really like you to want to do it. But if I am in love with you, trust me, I'm going to want to do it all the time. I'm the type of female, even if I am on my cycle, period, whatever, I am not the female that is just going to be like, okay, 7 days to relax. I am horny for the first 2 to 3 days. I can't have sex with you. My favorite line is, my vagina don't work, but my mouth still do. Pull that shit out. I need to get this out some kind of way. I am not that girl to just sit there and let them 7 days pass and not do nothing. What? Especially if I'm really into you. Honey, you better ask them. You better ask my exes. Hello? You better ask them why I was waiting for so long. Why they be chasing after me. There's something special in between these sheets. It's not a game. It's not a game. Alright, so, but anywho, I'm already at 16 minutes, so I'm gonna try to go to 20 and then that's it. But yes, I do it. I enjoy doing it. I do it because it turns me on as a female when I have it in my hands and I am in control, because I like being in control in a sense, in the bedroom kind of, because I'm a Capricorn, I'm a very dominant woman, so a lot of women is like me, we like to be controlled. So men like us to control everything in the bedroom, but in a sense, us women, we control a lot of other things in a bedroom. I don't want to be in control all the time. If anything, give me 50-50. If we in this thing together, like you want me to ride, you ride. I bend over, you bend. Not you bend over, I bend over. You know what I mean? Like, let this thing be a thing, us thing. We're doing this together. It's not just you're doing all the work or not I'm doing all the work. We both putting in equal amount of work, and we're both making it enjoyable. That's how I like to express sex. And so once I see that you are enjoying the head that I am giving you, I love when I'm seeing a man like telling me, slower, ooh, faster, ooh, like that, ooh, harder, or whatever they be saying. They be like, ooh, baby, you making me, oh, I'm gonna come in your mouth. Whatever it is, I love hearing all that shit because it arouses me. It makes me work harder. And I love to have them to a point where they're about to just come, and then I stop, and then and they be like, what are you doing? And then I start again, and then I'll stop again, and they be like, you're playing with me, and they be like ready to bust, like, and they be like, oh, and when I finally do let them bust, then they be like literally like about passed out on the bed because they be like, man, she was about to give me blue balls. But then they like it though, because once they do release, it's so like ginormous because I've been playing with them for the past 5 to 10 minutes. I wouldn't let them, and when I finally let them, oh God, the release, they just so happy to just let it out. But it's just so fun to see how men respond. I love to see how they respond because it turns me on, and it makes me want to do it a lot longer. When I know they're having a good time, when they're liking what I'm doing, it makes me want to do it. So that's how I feel about oral sex. I love to give it if I'm in love with you, if I'm fucking with you like that, if I like you like that, I'm definitely going to give it to you, and I'm going to give it to you good. And I do love oral sex myself, and I like men who knows how to do it. And if you don't know how to do it fucking with a girl like me, if you're actually fucking with me, I'm going to correct you, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to break you down, I'm going to hurt your feelings, but I'm going to build you back up because I'm going to make sure you learn how to do it so you can go back into the world and be a better man. So you can have confidence when you go down. So you don't have to ask a female, because I hate when a man go down and ask, did you like that head that I just gave you? If I wasn't squirming, if I wasn't screaming, if I wasn't saying daddy please, if I wasn't saying oh my God what are you doing to me, if I wasn't saying any of that shit, you wasn't doing a good job. I just let you do it. That's just it. I just let you do it. So it wasn't really a story time, was it? It was just, I just wanted to talk about a little oral sex, okay? But that wasn't really a story time. But anywho, that's just how I feel. Like the ladies, us ladies need to tell our men how they are doing, if they're doing it bad. Give them pointers how to do it better. We're responsible for these men walking this planet and not doing it right. They want their penis sucked right. Why are we ashamed of telling them how to do us right? And I am the right one for the job. I'm the right one for the job. I'm like, there was only one person who I was actually messing with, who I did not tell, who I did not teach, and that was the married guy. I did not teach him how to do it. And trust me, I wanted to. I wanted to like a mother. Because his penis game is off the charts. Like, I've had that story already. So can you imagine? You don't always get somebody who can have sex and do oral sex at the same time. They either one of them. They really either good oral sex and mediocre with the penis, or really good with the penis and can't do oral sex. But you never really get both, right? So that's what it was with the married guy. He was fantastic in the bedroom, but that is the one area that he lacked in. And he asked me at one point to teach him, and I refused. Why? Selfish reasons. Selfish because you're married. First of all, it's not my duty to teach you how to give your wife oral sex. And if I teach you how to give oral sex, that means you're going to go home and do that on your wife. If that's not a priority for your wife, I'm not finna teach you. Because I'm going to be pissed off for you to take that shit home to your wife and then you do it to your wife. Let your wife teach you and you come over here and do it to me. So I never actually required him to do it. I just required the penis from him, and then I'll get the oral sex from my baby father. I was a happy camper when I was in my player days. Okay? I had the best dick in my life and I had the best oral sex in my life. I couldn't complain. You feel me? But anywho, well, once again, this wasn't really a story time. I think I just got on camera and just started talking about oral sex. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here because we have 22 minutes. I don't want to go forever, ever long talking about oral sex. I think y'all got the gist. I hope I made the points that I wanted to make in this video, and I hope y'all like it. So if you do, give it a thumbs up, please. Give it a thumbs up. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, okay? And follow me on my social media, Keisha Maurice Robinson on Facebook, and Sleepless in LVNV on Instagram. I'm about to change this lippy lip. I'll be right back, and let's talk about licking the groceries and the gooch. Okay. Have I did it? We finna find out. All right. Check you in the next one.